Do you know what? I'm not actually sure how I'm going to go about this, because I'll possibly get my account banned, I'll be blocked by DICE and EA, and won't be able to play Battlefield again. So do I have to be careful about what I say in this video? Well, if anyone knows me, they know the answer to that is no. I don't care. You see, people like me, you've got the older generation who play games such as Battlefield. They have some disposable income that they put aside to play games. And we pay a lot of money for these games. We buy the add-ons, we buy the premium packs, people of my age. This is about to stop. If DICE and EA don't stop doing what they have been doing recently. I'm going to be today talking about DICE and EA banning and blocking people. Two people in particular, one Enders and one ghostgaming. These people have been supporters, sometimes animated and sometimes they say things that I don't agree with. However, for DICE and EA to be acting how they've been acting recently is an absolute disgrace. For people and a community that support a game that's been broken right from the beginning, and it still is broken. Has there been improvements made? Yes, there's definitely been improvements made. But this game is still an absolute mess. DICE and EA have a user agreement that I think that they use for their benefit, and their benefit only, on the pretense that they are doing it for the community. They do this when they feel that someone is getting out of hand. They say that they accept criticism, constructive criticism. But do you know what? When a community, including myself, criticise the game and try and be constructive about this and try to point out things that we don't want, we don't like, and where there's issues, and you totally ignore us, then yes, we're going to start shouting. We're going to start expressing ourselves in a different manner. And sometimes, you know, we and other people that I'm going to talk about today say things that they don't literally mean. When they say things like, go and kill yourself and, you know, I hope you die and things like this, they don't literally mean that. As a father and an older man, in the past, when my kids have been frustrating me, I've turned around and said, oh, you little bastard, I could kill you. It doesn't mean I want my child dead. It doesn't mean that I would actually kill that child. I think the internet and, I think DICE and EA use this to their benefit. I think the internet is going too soft. Great. Oh, there's Simon popping up in the corner. I think the internet has gone too soft. It's gone too woke, and it's getting ridiculous where people can't say things that they would say in the real world. I'm a swearer, people know that. All you have to do is watch one of my streams and that'll be something I'll come on to later when I try and stream Battlefield. But they say things that they don't mean literally. So I'm going to pop over to Twitter. I'm just going to have a look at Ender's webpage. So there we go, there it is. So we can see here that Ender's got a message because he has been prevented from playing Battlefield. And they say, hello, we noticed, let's make it bigger actually. Hello, we noticed that your Battlefield 2042 account has been involved in sustained harassment towards members of our team, which violates the EA user agreement Battlefield community guidelines. For this reason, we have taken steps to prevent your gameplay access to Battlefield 2042 for a period of 7 days on all platforms. This is absolutely ridiculous, and this is where I said before that I think they are using this, or their guidelines, their agreement guidelines, for their own benefit only. Not for us, not for the community. I honestly believe that they are using it for their own benefit. Now, I know that Enders can be animated, and I know he probably says things that maybe he regrets, maybe he doesn't regret it. But I'm telling you now, as a man that doesn't get offended too quickly, that the things he says he doesn't literally mean. His persona playing Battlefield is, again, a word I've been saying a lot, is animated. He gets quite frustrated. Absolutely fantastic Battlefield player. Been accused of cheating on numerous occasions by jealous other players, I believe. Enders has been a supporter of Battlefield for a long time, and to do something like this to him is, it's totally bang out of order. Another player, is he going to get banned? Silk. I like watching Silk, and he recently came out and supported Enders in a video. Is he going to get banned now? Is he going to get blocked? And it's not just things. It's not just things like this that I've just shown you on Twitter. There, people are getting banned because Battlefield, DICE and EA don't like you talking about cheaters, hackers, etc. Soon as you mention something like that on any of their forums or any of their moderated places on the internet, your comments are deleted. You are banned from the Discords and the Twitters and social media that they control. You are banned, you are blocked, because you are bringing it to their attention that you have a problem with hackers and DDoS instances. There's a lot of things that people bring up that are spoiling their experience. One of the reasons that they say that they stopped Enders from playing Battlefield 2042 for that sustained harassment. We get that all the time when you're playing Battlefield. You always have. You released a buggy, fucked up game, and you expect people to stay quiet after they have criticised you, and in a lot of occasions, I'd say 90% occasions, that has been constructive. And when people start getting frustrated, they will start calling you out. And I think that's the reason that you have banned Enders from playing 2042, because he called you out. So now we'll talk about ghostgaming. Ghostgaming has been 10 years supporting the Battlefield community, been in the EA Creator Network. Let's pop over to ghostgaming's Twitter. Give me 1 second. So there we go. Okay, so after 10 years of creating videos on the Battlefield franchise, I've just been kicked from the EA Creator Network for leaking this absolutely shocking statement that tells us nothing more than the reason behind what we already knew. So let's make this bigger. So Stratford of DICE, sorry for the late reply. I know it has since already been covered, but to confirm, there will be no kick ban option. Instead, there will be a reservation system that allows friends to join your squad for a short period if you create one, to ensure you can all play together. I understand some folks want a kick ban, but for Battlefield 2042, we feel it does not promote the healthy PTFO behaviour if you just kick or ban folk from your squad, instead of trying to help each other out. In cases where folks are simply not cooperating, then you can still make use of the reservation system to make a new squad. With that said, the aforementioned frame is UI elemental, and that's available in Battlefield Portal, but due to a bug, it briefly shows up in the video, 1/60th of a second to be exact. And that's why we missed it originally. Sorry for that. It was unintentional and not helpful for you or the message we were trying to send at that time. 10 years as an EA creator. This is actually, it's ridiculous. And you see the, what was that? See the problem with this, and this is where I think it's now going to start going all wrong for DICE and EA is because people don't like this. People are not going to accept this. People like ghostgaming, Enders, and there's a lot more out there, a lot more smaller creators that are getting ban blocks for highlighting things. And if you see, let me just pop back actually, if you see just here, ghostgaming goes on to say he literally asked why we weren't getting the option to kick or lock squads. And that was, previously that I put on there was the previous provided answer. And then, they then got banned as they couldn't handle the negative feedback. This is ridiculous. And this is why I was saying to you that DICE and EA are using their terms, using what they put in the contract for their own benefit. They don't like what people are saying, and they are now at the point where they are banning people from playing a game that they paid for. Do you know, some of these people, including myself, have paid thousands upon thousands of pounds for a game. And I'll go back to the old argument, which I'm sure people are bored about. If I bought a vehicle, if I bought a car, and it turned up on my doorstep with no doors, and they said to me, oh, don't worry, Devlin, this, your doors and whatever's missing from your purchase will turn up within the next 6 to 12 months. Are we supposed to accept that? No. We would initially say, look, this is not the right situation. Could you please put my doors on? If not, you would take other action. You would, and I'm sorry, people would get on the phone in a frustrated manner. And it is the same for DICE and EA when they release a game that is not finished, that is not correct, and they knew that at the time. Don't tell me that DICE and EA didn't know that that game was in the state that it was released in. It's an absolute disgrace. And when people, first of all, say what's wrong with the game, when are you going to get it sorted, what's happening with this game, are we going to get the game that we paid for, DICE and EA ignore you, then yes, there's people like myself, like Enders, like ghostgaming, that are going to call you out about the situation. And for you to start doing shit like this is an absolute disgrace. I'm going to finish off the video because I mentioned it earlier about when I try and stream Battlefield. And I can hear the sighs from my subscribers when I'll put on Twitter that I'm going to give them another chance and I'm going to try and stream the game. And all you have to do is go and look at my last Battlefield. Well, it wasn't a Battlefield stream. That I was going to stream Battlefield 2042 after the last update. And when I started the game, when I started streaming the game, it was laggy, it was rubber banding, it was horrible. And before you say, well, that's something to do with your rig or that's something to do with your internet, I went straight on, live on the stream, and put Modern Warfare 2, yes, I know, Modern Warfare 2, on the stream, live, and it was playing like butter. The actual mess that game is in, the server situation with that game, and it played like butter. And I couldn't stream Battlefield 2042. Says a lot. I say to you, DICE and EA, you didn't listen to constructive criticism. People are now calling you out and getting frustrated. You should accept that. You should address that. Stop banning, stop deleting, stop blocking people, and address the situation with your franchise.